Hey everybody, hope you guys are healthy and safe. So this is the Honor Win, the newest phone series from Honor. Now this is supposedly Honor's new line of phones dedicated aiming at gamers. So what makes a phone a gaming phone? I guess in Honor's idea is you have a gigantic battery. This phone packs a 10,000 mAh battery inside. Like you heard that right, 10,000 mAh. So it's basically double the battery capacity as the S25 Ultra and more than double of the iPhone 17 Pro Max. And what's impressive is because this uses Honor's proprietary silicon carbon battery, the body is not thick at all. In fact, the dimensions are almost exactly the same as the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Like these two phones look about exactly the same thickness to me, and they weigh about the same too, except this guy packs a battery that's double the size as what the iPhone's offering. So 10,000 mAh battery. You also have a built-in fan located right here, cleverly designed I might add, because if you look at it from afar, it looks like just part of the camera module, but this is actually a fan that whenever you run a game, this fan turns on automatically and you can actually hear it rip like air, cooling air into the phone to cool the silicon inside. You also have an OLED panel with a 185Hz refresh rate. 185Hz refresh rate, it's freaking crazy. And to be honest, even when I'm just scrolling through the home screen, I do notice animations are a little bit faster than a 120Hz panel. I guess, I can't really tell the difference between 120Hz and 144Hz, but I can tell the difference once you get to 165 or 185. Then there's just enough of a extra frames in there that I just see the difference. So this panel looks great even when you're using the phone normally, but when you play games, there are a set of games, not too many, like about a dozen, that supports native 185 frames per second, including Brawl Stars, Subway Surfers, Cross Light, Lost Light, Twilight Heroes, and a bunch of other games I haven't even heard of. And then on top of that, there's another short list, about 6 or 7 games like PUBG and Honor of Kings that will support 185 FPS via GPU interpolation. So that's using AI to create extra frames. So that's not native 185, but it's still better than running on just like a 60 Hz or 120 Hz panel. Otherwise, when you play most other games, the frame rate stay consistent at 60 or 120 FPS consistently. So Honor has built a software inside along with the newest chip. This is running on the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. Like Qualcomm's naming scheme is just so damn confusing. So anyway, the newest Qualcomm chip along with Honor software works in tandem to make sure all the resources are dedicated to the games when you're gaming so that you get the highest level of performance without any frame drops. In fact, according to Honor, you can play this for up to 5 hours and not see one dropped frame, no stutter at all. Now, I have not tested that because I am not going to sit there and play games for 5 hours. I actually have a life. But if you do want to do that, this phone is for you. So this display is a 6.8-inch OLED panel, refresh rate up to 185 Hz, and it has a very high PWM, which is pulse width modulation. It measures how often the screen flickers, and the higher the number, the better. So 5,920 is really high because Samsung phones, even the flagship ones, are like at 2,000 something. And that's actually not high enough that there are some people who have sensitive eyes that they report they get a little bit of headaches or nausea when they stare at a Samsung display too long. Like, I'm not making this up. Go on Reddit and search PWM Samsung and you'll see a lot of people complain about it. Basically, you do want your display panel to have a higher PWM if possible. So you have a super high refresh rate, super high PWM, and a screen that also gets well over like 3,000 nits of brightness, so you can see this outside in the sun. So it's an excellent panel that I can't really nitpick, other than maybe I wish it had anti-reflective coating on the top, because it does get a little bit reflective if direct sunlight hits the screen. There are also symmetrical speakers at the top and bottom of the phone that pump out extremely loud and full audio. This is probably the second best set of speakers I've heard this year, behind the Poco F8 Ultra. That phone still has the best speakers I've ever heard. This is in second place. Now, in terms of software, this phone runs Android 15 with Magic OS 10 on top. Now, this one's only selling in China, so I have the China ROM here. So out of the box, there's a hell lot of bloatware, and I'm just not a fan of Honor's China ROM. I think the global OS is actually really good, but China ROM, not my cup of tea, but you do have a bunch of AI features that I'm assuming you will kind of have to be someone used to China ROM and China software to use, because this is not using Google's AI now. This is using Honor's China AI. So this 10,000 mAh battery, how long it can power the phone really depends on how heavy you're gaming. If you're going to be actively gaming, playing at 185 FPS, then I'm assuming that it's not going to last you all day. You're not going to be able to play that all day. But if you use this phone like a normal phone, just for social media and productivity, 10,000 mAh is definitely going to last you at least 1.5 days, if not 2 full days. Charging the phone charges at maximum 80 watt speeds, and Honor's software also has an intelligent charging system that if you're gaming, the charging can bypass the battery to keep the phone powered without heating up the battery. So you have a device that still feels cool in the hand even as you're charging and gaming continuously. So the phone is certified for 3 levels of IP rating. It's rated IP68, IP69, and IP69K. Now, as for the camera system, there's a triple camera system here with a 50 megapixel main camera, a 50 megapixel telephoto zoom lens that gives you a 3x zoom, and a 12 megapixel ultra wide. The 3x zoom lens is actually surprisingly good. It's not flagship territory. It's not going to compete against the Honor Magic 8 Pro or the Vivo X300 Pro, but for a phone that's not meant to be a camera phone, I think the zoom lens is pretty good, and you can get a pretty credible 6x zoom using in-sensor crop. The ultra wide, it's decent, nothing to write home about. And then you also have a 50 megapixel front-facing camera. So this is the Honor Win in a nutshell. Now, I have to be clear, this is not a review, okay? Because I got this phone very late, the embargo timing was tight, and it's Christmas time. This is just a first look, hands-on. I have a lot more content coming, man. Like, I have a lot of devices I'm testing right now that I can't even show you yet. So if you're interested in keeping me up to date with the latest in consumer tech, please subscribe to my channel. It will help me a lot. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.